I went from being this JV noob, carrying all the balls, carrying all the water, to actually being a respectable varsity player, scoring goals, and I'm gonna be captain next year. And I feel like a lot of that success that I've had in football was from the mindset that I've had, which we can use in other areas in our life as well. Not just football, but in life and business and relationships and anything, I really think. And if you don't know what JV and varsity means, basically junior varsity, like a bunch of bots, a bunch of NPCs playing soccer, and then varsity is like where all the best players in the school play, where you compete with the best teams and stuff, things like that. I went from being JV here to varsity in one season, by the way. 2 months, I went from JV to varsity. By the way, if you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy, and I just like sharing things that I've experienced, that I've learned, and just sharing it to you and other people. And if you like the vibe of this video, you like the nice cleats that I have, you like the ball that I've used, consider subscribing because I post videos like these every single day. Because I wish I had a video like this 1 or 2 years ago when I was kind of nervous to do things. I was nervous to join the sports team, but I'm just so glad I did it. And having this mindset that I'm about to tell you made me do so much more things in my life, made me so much more confident, more energy, more testosterone, more all of the things that we actually want in our life. And 1 or 2 years ago, I was not only a complete bot in soccer, but I was also bad at just living my life, I guess. I would not be social at all. I would always play video games. I'd always watch so many YouTube videos. I'd always just eat junk food and do bad things in my life that couldn't get me to the stage of where I wanted to be in life. Like, I did not think it was possible for me to be on varsity and score a bunch of goals, but it's actually able to happen for me. I didn't just start on JV and be like, oh, well, there's no point in trying because I'm always going to be on JV. No, I did not quit. I did not miss a day of practice. I watched film. I watched soccer videos in my free time, after school, during school. I played it on the weekends. I played it after school. I played it whenever I really can, to be honest. And the reason why I was able to do that was because I just loved playing soccer. So if you want to make it so much easier to be consistent in something, determined in any area of your life, if you enjoy doing it, if you love doing it, it's going to be way more easier to actually do it, you know? And as I was going to practice every single day, at the end of practice, we would do these big scrimmages where JV would go against the varsity, and like, you know, we'd switch the teams a bit. So some of varsity is on JV, some of JV is on varsity. So we'd do the scrimmage, and I was on the team that had some good varsity players, like some of the best that, you know, people were afraid of and stuff. Everyone else in JV was like, did not want to go against them. But for some reason, I just wanted to go against them. I really wanted to feel like how it was like going against someone that's really good at soccer. So I get the ball to me, and then I just dribble past him. He just sits there. I dribble past him. I pass it to someone. I get another pass. I cross it. Like, and then the same guy, when he got the ball, he tried dribbling past me and he tried megging me. So I just blocked the ball. I don't know why he tried to meg me. He just didn't know I was like that, I guess. And then I got the ball, and then I boom pushed up, and then we're another chance to score. It felt like I belonged on varsity. Not even in some cocky, arrogant way, but just like the logic worked out. This varsity guy's a little shorter than me. This guy's might not run as fast as me. This guy, oh, I see he's starting to get a little tired. You know, the more I just thought about it, the more like, yeah, I could see myself being here. Yeah, I could see myself taking that shot and scoring. Yeah, I could see myself doing that. After beating the varsity players in practice, after actually having some good plays once in a while in practice, it actually made more sense for me to play on varsity. And that's eventually what happened. The coach saw that I was getting better. And so some days when we had a game on varsity, he would let me play for a few minutes. And then I just got more used to playing with varsity. But whenever I would be in a game in varsity, bro, I would be so scared. As soon as I had the ball, so many people were shouting at me to give them the ball and telling me to go up or, you know, do something. And then I would honestly just freeze. I wouldn't know what to do. I just kick it, and then it'd go out, and then boom, it's the opponent's ball. And it was kind of a bummer because after feeling like I belonged on varsity for so long, when it was actually game time, when it was actually time to prove myself, prove my worth, I would always just mess up. I'd always make a mistake. But then as I got more minutes, as I got more used to the feeling, the vibe, the energy of game day and how everyone's warming up, the music is going, I got more confident actually playing in varsity. You know, after getting the ball sometimes, I actually kind of remember what worked for me and what didn't work. So I was more confident when I had the ball. Instead of freaking out when I had the ball, I actually just boom, touched it, boom, passed it, and then ran up or ran down. And sometimes because I was midfield, I actually got more confident running up and playing offense and actually trying to score goals. And the more I ran up, the more I got used to it, so the more I got confident. And then one time, one of my teammates passed the ball to me while I was in the box. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't confident with this yet, but I just flinched and then it hit my arm and then it bounced in the goal. So that was my first goal ever in varsity. And after I scored that goal, I got so confident. I wasn't cocky, I wasn't arrogant though, but like I still knew my place, I guess. As soon as the whistle blew for the next play, I actually just rushed for the ball. Like I did not care anymore. I felt so loose and I was so stiff all the time, you know, like just scared. And now I just felt so loose. I felt so in flow. And I really made sure that I didn't, you know, go too crazy with this, go too cocky or arrogant with it, because I still knew my place. I didn't let my ego control me and take over the rest of my season. Because by this time, I'm already not even on JV anymore. Like, I'm literally on varsity. As we were taking pictures for the team, I was on varsity. I was in the varsity picture. As we were doing some, like, school event and all the sports team came out, I was on the varsity soccer team. I wasn't on the JV. I was pretty much locked into varsity already, which felt amazing. But there's this one thing my coach said one time, which stuck with me for the rest of my season, and that was, check your ego out the door. He said this because so many people were just playing with the ball thinking they're him or something. And he just kept saying it that one practice. Check your ego out the door if you actually want to win. And because of that, I didn't trash talk. I never yapped about something. I shut my mouth and just listened to the better players on the team, listened to my coach. And every time I did make a mistake in a varsity game, it stung so badly. It hurt so much when they would tell me that what I did was wrong and I should do this next time. Bro, my ego hated that. But I shut up and listened because I knew that they were right. They've been playing way longer than me. They have more experience in varsity games. And they're honestly probably better than me. But the fact that I understand that and don't listen to my dumb little ego, I was able to become a better soccer player, and I scored many goals. You know, the first goal I scored with the handball, it was an allowed goal, by the way. It did count. And the reason why I actually scored that goal, because we got scored on before that, and it was honestly kind of my fault. And the team captain at the time told me to, like, stop doing that and, you know, go back and run up, go back and forth, because there were also opportunities in that game where we could have scored. Like, the ball was passed right in the middle, but I wasn't there. I was standing like 10 feet away, like just standing there. I wasn't running. I wasn't trying to get the ball. And I kind of sold a bit. So after listening to that over and over again, not thinking, oh, well, I'm better than these guys. These guys are worse. I'm the best, you know? I'm not the best. That made me score more goals. That made me score game winners, clutch up, be called the GOAT. And that's the mindset that made me from some JV noob to a varsity pro player that scores goals. That's how I did it. Now, these things don't even just apply to me to soccer, but in other areas of my life. When anyone tells me that I'm wrong with this or I can do this better, I listen to them. When something doesn't work for some reason, I stay determined. When I have to put myself out there more, I be confident. When I see other people and they look a little intimidating, the more I realize, the more I think I belong here. These things I've learned still stick with me today, and I hope you can think about these things as well later in your life and use those mindsets the right way to get yourself further ahead in life and breaking the expectation of what you can actually do in your life. I didn't think it was possible to score goals. I didn't think it would be possible to be where I am at right now. Chilling here, 12 p.m., no school, enjoying my life. I don't play video games anymore. I don't relapse. I don't watch so much YouTube. I don't really waste my days, waste my life. I feel like I'm using every single day to the best of my ability. I don't hate my life anymore. If you found this video helpful or interesting, watch this video right here on how I stopped playing video games, how I stopped watching so much YouTube, how I stopped relapsing, doing all those bad habits that suppress so many people, which can't get them to that next level. As I was a JV noob, I was relapsing a lot. I was playing so many video games. I was watching so much YouTube. And I wouldn't have had to carry the ball so many times. I wouldn't have to get laughed at for being on JV. I would have saved so many years, honestly, of my life if I just watched this video. If you want to surround yourself with great people, join the Like-Minded Club in the description and do the stuff to spread this around the algorithm by subscribing to my channel, liking it, commenting it, sharing it, I don't know, whatever you want to do. Spread this video around so people can get better mindsets and we can see some more bangers, because it's so fun just scoring a nice little banger top right, you know? So, oh! Alright, I'll see you later, bro. Peace.